Hey, what's going on, guys? Wanted to shoot a quick video to accompany the article on girlswhopowerlift.com, which is a simple formula for getting ready for your first powerlifting competition or your next powerlifting competition for that matter. And I wanted to elaborate a little bit on the concept of mindset, and specifically a growth versus fixed oriented mindset, if you're not familiar with that concept. So it's really easy to compare yourself to other people, whether that's on social media or people at your gym, and to use that comparison to fuel negative self-judgment. And that comes up a lot of times in the way that you speak to yourself, when you might say, "Oh, I'm weak," or "my squat sucks, I'll never be as strong as that person," or in the case of getting ready for a competition, "I'm not ready," right? So even though you may not logically and consciously believe those things that you may be saying to yourself, the point is that it is having a subconscious effect. So in the same way that you wouldn't tell a second grader that they're bad at calculus, you should not tell yourself that you are necessarily weak or bad at anything. All it means is that if you have a particular goal, you may or may not be either putting in the work necessary to get to that goal, or you are simply on the timeline and you may or may not be happy with where you are on that timeline. So it's not a matter of pass or fail, it's a matter of where you are on the spectrum of where you want to be. So in a similar way that I kind of mentioned, in the article, start to reframe thoughts as, instead of just negative, "I am this way, I am that way," which is fixed, okay? You're telling yourself things in a way that come off as facts, okay? And these are not facts. These are not fixed facts. Instead, begin to say things like, "How could I get better? I see how I could get better." For example, if you see somebody who is squatting 100 pounds more than you, you could say, "I wonder what I could learn from this person. What approach could I take similar to theirs that would yield a similar result?" Okay? And it may be a little bit awkward at first, but you start to do this over and over and over again, and you'll get into the solution mindset, the growth mindset, to see how you could make progress, as opposed to, "I am a certain way," that is not empowering. Okay? So this is truly how you can begin to utilize the power of self-talk and the growth mindset in order to empower yourself from the inside out, and then of course use that type of language when you're speaking to your fellow lifters. I hope that helps. We'll see you soon.